Hey Anna, so the other day I found out I had to take a drug test so I could get hired for this job that I already had. That's a big mess. So what happened is my anxiety got a little bit of me. Took the test and I'm like, I'm fine, whatever. I don't do drugs. It's gonna come back clean. And then I was working and I'm like, wait a minute. I read an article once about a woman who got her baby taken away from her because she took a drug test and it said she was positive on meth, and that was a false positive for that was caused by a reaction with the inhaler that she takes. And oh my gosh, I took my inhaler on Saturday. What if my test comes back positive for meth? So that's kind of how my head works a lot of the time. Really super crazy thoughts, no real grounding in reality. Like, I know that that's not going to happen, but still worried me for a day. And so and actually, my thoughts used to be to the point where the NP that I see for my meds actually wondered if I do actually have a little bit of OCD. Um, I haven't been diagnosed with that, and I don't think I do, but that's a lot of why this book intrigued me. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I finished another John Green book, Anna. So, the main character, Asa, has OCD, and reading about the thought spirals was really interesting for me, just because it's a little bit of how my brain works. And so not feeling quite as alone in the weird thoughts that go on in my head, I really enjoyed that. And then also it has a really super fun little mystery plot that they're trying to solve. And then they give up on it, and it's just really good, really classic John Green, philosophical teenager, thinks way too much about her life. But I also really liked the insight into the living with OCD. It's really hard to read books that accurately portray mental illness because a lot of times the author hasn't experienced mental illness. They're just writing from research, or they've experienced it in a really super teeny tiny way, whereas something like depression affects a lot of people differently. So, like, your experience with depression could be totally different from my experience with depression. Um, so, but knowing that John Green has OCD really was helpful. So yeah, knowing that John Green wrote a lot of Asa based on a lot of his experiences with OCD and the way his brain works, it was really super helpful for me to know that it was coming from a reputable source. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. Pretty much any book by John Green gets that rating. So yeah, I enjoyed it.